Applause that was for his happiness, that was for his work this weekend. A very funny guy, let him hear Mr. Sterling, the 420 Professor!
Yay! Welcome to M.O.M 2022, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. I am your thankful host because I am very thankful that you're all here. And I may not be as thankful as some people would think for Mike being here because he's been giving me shit for the last 12 hours. Right? He says, oh, you know what? You can have the first 5 minutes and open for me. I'm like, oh, great. Now I feel like Mike of the Gilbert Godfrey show. Right? So, we have had a great weekend. We want to say thanks to all the vendors, all the support, all the volunteers, the sound people. We want to say thank you to Dabster and Kootenai Labs, as well as Cheshire Cat. Soil Kitten. No. Spoiled Rotten. Spoiled Rotten.
Spoiled Rotten.
What do you want? What do you want? Those edibles were so good, I can't even remember their names. Right? What else we got here tonight? Oh, we got Asian Mango. We've got Dabster, right? You guys all heard? What? I said Kootenai Labs.
Say it again.
Kootenai Labs.
Yeah.
Right? We got the new Dabster, which is just out on the retail market. Thank you to Mr. Pat Warnecki, who is also fighting his own thing in court. Right? We're waiting for that decision to come down, as well as many other decisions here in Canada with the against the Supreme Court and our cannabis rights. Neil was speaking about that earlier, along with the Cannabis Substitution Project, what he's trying to do, what he's trying to gain with that little piece of paper that means so much to the government. Heaven forbid that we should break a couple of laws, which is exactly what we're doing here right now. Woo! Now we've got Mike Rita, the resident funny man, coming up. I mean, I can't replace Mike. I mean, that guy's indispensable. He's been to so many cannabis shows. He used to do the Great Canadian Glass Gathering, courtesy of Redbeard and all his crew, right? Last year, 2019, and here's Redbeard again on the glass, along with a bunch of other great fine artists like Vagabond. Where's Vagabond? Where you hiding? Is he hiding outside again? Oh, he's hiding in the... Oh, he's got a beer! Woo! Who else you got out here? Who's hiding outside the beer? What?
Yeah.
I didn't get anybody enough, right? You gotta go wait till you're sleeping. I'm gonna go check them. Well, yeah. Oh, last night? Who won at poker last night? Who got all the money? Oh, of course, he left. Go figure, right? Takes all the money, takes off. Oh, yeah. Well, I'd like to talk to you outside behind the barn for a few minutes, right? By the way, we're going to need transport to the hospital. He's probably going to hurt me by the time we're done. Yeah, you can thank the pipeline guys for that, right? No connection, right? So there's no 911. Well, that's unfortunate because Mike Rita is about to kill you all. Kill you all with his laughs. He's going to make you laugh. Mike, are you smoking another joint? Man, are you sure you can do this show? Good, just get your ass up here. I want everybody to give a warm welcome to Gilbert Godfrey, some of the biggest names in comedy. Not only that, he even got to talk shit about Russell Peters. Mike Rita, get your ass up here. Mr. Mike Rita.
Where the fuck am I right now, yo? This is fucking nuts. Hey, can we give it up for everybody who put this together? Everybody, those guys behind the sound.
Yeah.
Woo! Give it up for Asia, everybody. If it wasn't Asia, we wouldn't be here right now. We'd be at home, comfortable in our homes. Warm and not in a fucking garage right now watching me tell jokes. This is the funniest thing in my life because when Sterling was like, you've seen him open up for Joe Rogan and Kevin Hart and Gilbert Godfrey. Give it up for him. He's in a fucking garage in the middle of the nowhere. Where the fuck? My career's gone down the shitter for fuck's sake. Nah, I do these. I swear to God, I actually fucking love doing these gigs. These are like mini vacations. Because you guys don't know, man. Like you go on tour and you're on tour for a couple weeks and you do all these big shows, and then you come out here, you're like, man, I want to go back to my roots and just perform to a bunch of fucking stoned out people who have been sleeping in tents for 2 days. These people need it just as much as the other fuckheads. Yesterday's brain was shit. That was fucking shit. Oh man, I'm here to roast people too. It's kind of fucked up to roast all these people. These are all my friends. Like Sterling's fucked. We'll start with Sterling. Sterling looks like the love child of a rapist and a pedophile. Man, who else is here?
I like that you're starting with the easy stuff.
You gotta start with the easy. Give it up for Neil, everybody. Neil fucking Magnuson, everyone. The energy of a drunk uncle who somehow doesn't drink alcohol at all. Neil has a song called Oh Cannabis that everybody who's heard it for the first time was blown away, and all of us who have heard it 100 times are like, not again, Neil. Neil, don't do it again, Neil. And he gets up here, he's like, this goes out to all the fucking hot Neil. Chill the fuck out, Neil. Yeah, Neil, you got that drunk uncle energy without being drunk. I fucking love it. Redbeard's here. Give it up for Redbeard, everybody. He's here somewhere. Is that Redbeard anyway? You gotta call him Patrick, or we all go to jail or some shit. People gave him shit because he became like a guy who worked in the corporate world, as if working 30 years blowing glass isn't fucked up enough. It's like, yeah, I know you did. I knew you blew pipes for 30 years, but you're a fucking sellout, you piece of shit. This guy literally made pipes with dicks and shit in them. It's like a sellout piece of shit. We got the lady with the baby in the front row. I think that's how they made Hitler. The baby's not gonna fucking grow up to be Hitler for real, you fucks. Maybe he's sitting next to some guy who escaped Sons of Anarchy. John B here, everybody. Give it up for John B. John B. John B is the biggest pothead who also looks like a meth head. Speaking of meth heads, give it up for Asia Moon, everybody. She does. Doesn't she look like she's into like healing crystals and the meth crystals? Yeah, Asia's fucking funny as shit, dude. If you were to picture it, like, this is truly, if you were to picture what a conservative person thinks potheads do on weekends, this would be it. It's a fucking combine in the middle of British Columbia, you know? It's like, yo, we all have to bring our own little food and just survive for 3 days. Can you do it? Can you do it without going into Hope and just survive on the fucking ranch? Is the guy who owns the place here? He's in the house?
Right there.
Nah, he's here somewhere, isn't he? He's fucked up. What kind of fucking asshole lets us all just come here and shit and piss everywhere? Yo, we broke the toilet 24 hours in. You had to clean it up. Hey, give it up for this lady cleaning the fucking toilets out. At a fucking weed event. That's fucking awful. Smells like Coca-Cola Zero and dabs. Oh my fucking god. You know what's really funny too? That weed events are just so different. Like I do festivals all the time where people are getting drunk and there's always a threat of violence. And here there is zero threat. The most violent shit is these dogs if you get too close to them and shit like that. I almost got bit by a fucking dog today. It's like, these festivals are out of fucking control. Get it? Oh man. Okay. You have a question? This isn't a fucking Q&A, lady. What the fuck is this shit? It's a fucking comedy show in a garage. Put your hand down. What did you just ask me? Am I related to Seth Rogen? Yeah, lady, if I think I was related to Seth Rogen, you think my life would be in fucking shambles like it is right now? You think if I made enough money to be related to that fuckhead, I'd be... A lot of people have been asking me all weekend, Mike, I can't believe you're here. I'm like, I can't believe it either. I thought she was booking me in Vancouver. I was like, yeah, I'm doing some shows in Vancouver. Hope's fucking 2 hours away. What kind of fucking nightmare booking is this? I am my own agent. I gotta fire myself. She was like, yeah, we have accommodations. They show up. It's a fucking tent. I was like, whatever, fuck. Fucking Neil Hanneman's gonna give me a hand job. I'll keep warm. Neil hand job with it. This little kid's dancing in a tie-dye shirt. Get this kid some acid. Can we get this kid some acid, please? He's got a tie-dye shirt. If you're gonna wear it, you little shithead, you better live it too. It's a whole documentary where we just give a kid acid and we all just watch like fucking animals. Hey. He's like, what, like, let me guess, 14 months. 18 months. See, man, see that shit? See how close I fucking was? 4 months, guys. 4 months, 18 months. What do you want over there, fucker? Everyone always brings you out to these weed events and every time you heckle me, but I can't tell if you're just heckling me or if you're just going through some shit. I'm like, is this guy heckling me? Has he got Tourette's? Because I'm like, does he like me? Because after the show, he's like, I fucking love you. I was like, you heckled me. He's like, I got fucking Tourette's, asshole. I'm joking, you know I love you. I don't actually love you, but society says I do, so I love you. I think I gotta wear a wristband for you like twice a year or something. What happened? What? Fuck society? Hey, you know what? This guy's alright. This guy's alright. We gotta trudge you out in front of the fucking news cameras and shit like that. Yeah, because they can't say shit against you. Just go up, you can say anything. You can be like, Trudeau's a fag! You're like, yeah. Dude, you can get away with it, man. I'm down, man.
I have.
Where's that indigenous guy they call the landlord, yo? That guy's hilarious, bro. There's like a native guy that... Is he here? I don't even know if he's real or was just fucked up on drugs and I thought I saw him. I was like, yo, the BC wilderness is real, yo. Fucking native guys who show up and like, get off my land. I'm like, sorry, man. Fuck. It's not a wow. That fucking really did call himself the landlord.
Yes, yeah.
Somebody was like, wow, that guy just called that guy the wow. But I didn't do shit. That fucker shut up like, I'm the landlord. And every white person around was like, straight up, bro, you are. Yeah? It's the way that it is. What do you want? You want us to hunt a deer or something? Yo, imagine all of us trying to hunt a deer, just fucking 50 stoners, like, fucking surround him. We all just try to circulate. It runs like, fuck, we gotta be quicker. We gotta be... Yo, man, this is... I hope to God that this show goes over well, and then all the people in the tent doing fuck all right now, you can go back and be like, it was the best, bro. And then they're gonna be like, who was it? And you're gonna be hyped and be like, I don't fucking know, bro. He opened for Joe Rogan, though, he was alright.
I have proof that it was funny.
Yeah, you know, see, here you go. Here you go. Yeah, proof. What are we all gonna go to a fucking cop station and have to prove this shit? Sir, he was funny. You got any proof? I got a... Who's the landlord, man? I get that. I'm not even gonna lie, this might be the best one we've ever done. Like usually at these weed events, you just gotta kind of perform and just hope to God that people like have a minute to look at you and be like, because they wanted to do it in the field. Imagine we were in that fucking field right now in a nightmare. I don't even know why, it's just it feels like a fucking nightmare. It feels like we're in an old like Dream of Fields baseball diamond that, you know, like, and the landlord's like, me and my brothers used to play out here. You're like, oh, God. The real landlord, we hit a home run and then the white man took it back. Oh, no. Don't tell me that, landlord. And I swear to God, I'm never not calling an indigenous person landlord again. Yo, trust, that's like the ultimate, like, hey, landlord, they'd be like, huh, you're all white, whitey. And then they make that shit a Canadian heritage moment. It's just a white guy being like, here you go, landlord, and the native guy cries like, it's about goddamn time. Wait, where's that music coming from?
Yeah.
Do we have challenging acts right now? What does that guy think he's gonna do? I'm fucking crushing right now. That fucking asshole has to get up there and be like, he's gonna have to scat this audience away from me, man. No way. Some pre-recorded fucking drum and bass is winning this shit over. That's the first joke you fucking liked all night, Asia. All night she's like, why the fuck did I hire this asshole? And now she's like, alright. You made fun of the fucking my other act that booked simultaneously. What the fuck would have happened if I performed in the field? The guy just would have been in the back like, sorry bro, my time is now. What is this shit? Taking a picture with a battery pack on the bottom. Oh, okay, I thought you were shooting like with some 1970s ass camera. Hold still, Captain, I'm gonna have to get you on the filmography here.
I have a slide camera.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I was like, what kind of fucking old ass camera? It's just a battery pack trigger me.
You should see how old of cameras I have.
How old of cameras do you have?
Slide camera that you need to put the shade over and everything.
That's the worst punchline I ever heard in my fucking life. When you were like, I got an old camera, I was like, how old are they? I wanted you to be like, so old that they shot black and white cock dick or something. Cock dick, dick pics. What the hell's the matter with me? Hey, true story, guys. I'm from Ontario. I smoke a lot of weed, but I don't smoke British blood. Hey, fuck that in the second row. Fucking booing Ontario.
I love BC, but I'm beautiful.
You know what? Straight the fuck up. I'm down with you. I'm down with how much you love it too, because you didn't even do it on purpose, but you sounded like a fucking gangster ass motherfucking dude. You're like, don't get up, bro. You're gonna cap me or some shit right now. You're like, I got a fucking gun. I don't gotta be scared. There's no way you can aim that shit at me. You fuckheads, it's a roast. I've met this guy like 40 times. I'm sure he doesn't remember me, but I remember him.
I do.
I'm just joking. You never forget a handshake that's also an earthquake at the same time. I'm joking. You guys are the best. Because I know you fuckheads want to laugh, but you're like, we can only laugh so much.
I can't laugh.
Look, the guy in the red shorts is dying because he knows that I'm tapping into your soul there. You're like, get the fuck out of here. You're laughing at a guy with some shit. That's going to be on the Yelp review. The retreat was amazing. One guy made fun of a dude too much.
Keep going.
This guy, keep going.
I want your worst.
I swear to God, I learned a long time in comedy. It's the truth. I'm going to break character for a second. It's more fun to be inclusive of everybody. Imagine I ignored him and pretended that he wasn't here. Then, well, how the fuck would he be part of the show? If fucking Glenn Wells started heckling, I'm going to make fun of Glenn Wells. This fucker heckles me. You get it too, motherfucker. That's just what it is. Inclusivity is for everyone, bro. This guy, if I ignore him, he's not part of the show. I swear to God. You know how I learned that one time? This is a true story. I was doing a show outside and this fucking homeless guy was heckling me. And I was like, motherfucker, bro, you want to be part of society so bad? Here we go. I just ripped this last part. It was good, man. Talking about homeless people, Asian women. No, I'm just Neil, go for it. Neil Hanneman. Neil Hanneman looks like a retired porn star who never made a film. Might take out in front of some cameras, man, you know. You guys are fucked. I haven't even told a joke or anything, man. I've been up here for like 20 minutes just roasting. I got for like...
That's awesome.
Keep it going.
Keep doing it.
If you guys don't know, man, I was on a TV show called Roast Battles Canada. It was with Russell Peters, and it was fucking hilarious, man. Because in the TV show, I wrote a joke and I made fun of Russ, and made the national commercial. The fucked up thing is when you're white, and I'm breaking character, it's just a straight up story to you fuckheads. I'm a white dude, but I'm not a racist white dude, but white dudes, they see the skin and they hear the joke and they're like, he's like fucking one of us, man. I made fun of Russell Peters on national television and it made a fucking national commercial. One day I'm walking into, I don't know if you guys have it, it's called the Superstore, Great Canadian Superstore. I'm walking in this like fucking grocery store, and some guy keeps following me like through the aisles, and this was during the height of the TV show. And he keeps following me, and I know he's gonna say something to me, man. You can just tell when this shit's gonna happen. You're getting recognized in like in public, you can tell. And I turn down an aisle, and he's coming up this way, and he's looking at me, and he goes, hey, you make fun of Russell Peters in a commercial? And I go, yeah, that's me. He goes, oh shit up. I never liked that Indian fucker, man. I swear to God. And in my head, I'm like, dude, he's like the nicest fucking guy in the world, man. Fuck, you know, like he let me stay in his house once and shit. So you got to play along because racists are fucking nuts. Because if I look at him and I'm like, no, sir, it's not like that. You piece of shit, Indian dick suckers. So I'm in a grocery store and I gotta pretend to be racist and I'm like, yeah, man, I got him good, right, sir? He's like, yeah, you got that Indian fuck. How the fuck he's stealing the money from the white comedians like you know what I'm saying, man? And in my head, I'm like, man, what? Shit. And then for a second, I was racist. I was like, yeah, he is stealing it from us. Dude, comedy's fucked up, man. Like, okay, man, you know, these events never get old. I for years, I used to do the Glass Gathering. Anybody here ever attend the Glass Gathering in Berkeley?
Yeah.
People ask me what the craziest gigs I ever did, it was those, man. Because the night starts off like this. It starts like this, it starts off nice, and it's just people hanging and laughing, and there's glass blowers under a tent. And then for some reason around 11 o'clock, the freaks come out. People I haven't seen all day. They all have mushroom chocolates and things with acid in it. They're like, just do it, man. You're like, just do it? You're like, yeah. I'm like, I already did 2 grams. It's not enough, man. You gotta hit 5, man. And for some reason, even, I told somebody this yesterday, I swear to God, Redbridge, you're here, man, and I've never said this in front of you, but it's true. I was convinced for years that at midnight, Redbeard would turn on low, like, drums, just going... Because after midnight, it would get dark, and you would just wander the grounds of this fucking hillside, and you would just bump into people taking a shit in the piss, and you'd be like, And you'd go animalistic because it'd be so dark in the woods and you're so on acid that you're like, yo, I gotta protect myself at all costs. You hear like a little crinkle, you'd be ready to murder some shit, just a fucking dog. You're like, but almost fucking died right now. I miss that shit. You know, if we don't keep this shit alive, it'll die. Weed will just continue to become corporate and it'll lose its like cool little roots. Like think about this shit, man. Like, you know, the glass blowing and all that stuff. The glass blowing is the most fun. I want everything on that table and I can't afford any of it. Like, I looked at Vegas and I was like, yo, man, thanks. I wish I could buy everything on this fucking table right now, man. I want everything. And not even for me. This is true, guys. I have a whole other side of my life where I'm a very corporate person and I have to do like meetings with CBC. Sometimes they come to my house. It's where I write all my TV shows and shit. People will come to my house and I want the coolest bongs because I want these people to come over and like suits from like executive TV shows and shit coming over and sit in my office and they're like, well, today, and I just want to light up a fucking torch. And they'll just be like, what are you doing? I'm like, you see this frog? I'm about to get fucking wrecked. And you just take one of those fucking dabsters and you just bring it like, and you're like, what is it? You're like, what do you mean, what is it? What do you think? It's technology, bitches. Just wait for it to get to the perfect time. Like, I get high in real serious meetings all the time. I love vape pens. You know those fucking carts? Man, you get the right... Some people still fighting acid. Hey, you fucking using carts? I'm never touching those fuckheads again, man. You're like, before carts, I was perfectly fine. 2 years later... I fucking love this dude so much. And him and I are gonna smoke the biggest joint after the show, and he's gonna make fun of me and be like,
You know it!
I'm like that. Oh man, what the fuck was I talking about a second ago? Oh man, what? Oh, the business. Guys, you guys don't know, man, I get fucking ripped in like, when you go to do meetings, they always put you in a waiting room. And I'll sit there with my agents and my management and I'll just fucking start hitting a vape pen in a fucking 60-story office in downtown Toronto. And I'll hit it, and it'll be smoky when the guys come in. One of my favorite things that ever happened is a guy came in one time and he goes, Mike Rita, I knew you smoked a lot of weed, I didn't know you were smoking a lot of weed. And I was like, it was literally smoky like it is right now. Imagine that shit, man. Like, those vape pens get you all fucked up. Like, all of us smoke a lot of weed, so we don't understand how strong they are. Give that shit to a normal person. Give Give that shit to your fucking aunt. Let her hit it twice. Fucking she'll that fucking bitch will be a lame venison. I got like 5 minutes up, but I'm having so much fun. Yo, you guys having a good time too or what?
Yeah!
Woo! All you guys that didn't come into the garage, we're about to close the garage, so show's over for you guys. Yeah, Johnny Red Shorts, you were almost one of them 5 minutes ago. You fucking. You know what? You go. We're kicking you. No. Honestly, guys, I have so much fun doing this shit, man. Like, yeah, comedy is fucked, man. But like, these weed shows are the best. Like, I don't know if you guys know a little bit about my career, but I'll tell you guys a little something. For years, before I hit it big in the stand-up and comedy world, I used to host a show in Toronto called Stoner Sundays, where we used to pack it with like 80, 90 people and like on every Sunday night, and we used to just get high as fuck. But one of the crazy thing is, like, sometimes people would pass out, so the cops would show up. And when cops would show up, it'd be one of the most interesting things, because every fucking person in the place would be just shook watching the cops walk through. And the cops would always walk through because they'd go to the person who had passed out or something like that, and they'd walk up to the person, and then the paramedics would come in, take the person out, and the cops would stay behind. And you'd always hear them be like, man, this place is fucking cool, huh? And you'd sit there hiding your mind like, you're one of us, yo. And now we've come so far that the last weed event I was at had police officers that were off duty hanging, checking it out. Don't even boo, fuckhead. I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody smokes weed nowadays, and we gotta fucking embrace these fuckheads, man. I gotta tell you some shit. We need these guys on our side, Joe. This guy right here, yesterday we were talking, what did you study again? Criminal justice. Criminal justice. We need like 40 of these guys on our side, yo. Because if we don't got it, you ever get arrested and you're like, yo, one of these guys on your side. How long does it take to study criminal justice? 4 years. 4 years? Fuck that, I'll never do that shit. I was like, 4 years, geez, motherfucker. What can you... It's too much shit. Don't quit your day job. Don't quit your day job? Yeah, okay, I was like, 4 years, fuck, but
my daughter got her black belt in 4 years.
Took 4 years to get a black belt?
In
4 years is too long.
Nah. 4 years. For a kid?
Right? 4 years is too long, right? Because you were talking about doing it on Monday morning. Who the fuck does it on Monday morning? That's the most pothead shit I ever heard. You ever tell yourself you're going to do it tomorrow or the next day, and then you know for sure in your heart you're not, but you don't give a fuck because now you've told yourself you are, and you're like, moral obligation over, bro. Dude, moral obligation is one of the funniest things when you're a pothead, because you can fucking pass that shit off a million. When COVID was at its peak, did you ever get sick and think you had COVID? So you didn't check, so you didn't know for sure?
No.
You ever get sick, you're like, if I check for COVID and I have it, then I know I have it. If I don't check and I just go to work, I don't even know that I have it. Fuck, I guess I don't have it. You had the flu?
Yeah.
I got COVID, it was hilarious. It did suck. And you know what's really funny? Like,
I got it twice.
You got it twice?
Once before COVID started. Yep. And that's when I got it.
It's because you're cleaning toilets all the fucking time.
Her immune system's strong.
Her immune system's strong, yeah. I mean, she took COVID right on the chin. I gotta tell you guys something. And this is only because you guys are hilarious stoner. This is my stoner thought that I've been having lately. and this is for us because we all smoke weed. We all have these weird little strange like drift thoughts. Because we're talking about COVID. Do you ever think that we're ever, like, not now, but one day we're all gonna be the COVID generation? You ever think about that shit? Like, you ever meet a lady who was around during World War II? That's who she was for the rest of her fucking life. Like, every time you met her, it's like, it's my grandma, bro. She was alive during World War II. No way. Hitler's a fucking bitch. You're like, oh! Guys, that's gonna be us. Like, not now, but one day when we're 90, that'll be a thing that we all live through, man. Like, think about it. It won't even be cool to our kids. It'll be cool to like our grandkids. Because our grandkids are gonna read about this shit, the great pandemic, in their fucking history books. Think about that. They're gonna be in school one day and they're gonna be reading, turn to page 72. They're gonna read about the great pandemic of 2020, and your grandkids are gonna be like, 2020? Fucking grandpa was alive during 2020. Holy shit, he lived during the great pandemic. and your grandkids are gonna come home and they're gonna trip. Because they're gonna come home and be like, Grandpa, you're not gonna believe what I read in my fucking history book today. Were you alive during the great pandemic of 2020? And the whole family's gonna be like, shut the fuck up. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. And you're gonna be like, why? Don't fucking bring it up. Why? Don't say the word mask. Mask, mask, mask. Just fucking having flashbacks and shit. Dude, it's gonna be hilarious because the whole family's gonna be like, oh, and the kids are gonna be like, yeah, let me drink some of your water.
Have a whole, take it.
Aquafina, goddamn playing in a game. Hey, I'll tell you guys something.
Keep the bottle, it's all yours.
Is that water?
Hey, wait. Much better, my God.
You're welcome.
What was I talking about? Oh, COVID.
COVID.
And I was talking about your kids.
Masks.
Oh, masks. And your kids are gonna come home, and your grandkids are gonna have so many questions. Think about how the fuck we're gonna answer those questions. Because we lived in Canada at a whole different time. Your grandkids are gonna come home, and they're gonna have all these questions right out of their notebook, and they're gonna be like, Grandpa, I read in my fucking history book about the great pandemic of 2020. You were alive. And they're gonna be like, Grandpa, I read in my history book that millions of people died. I read that millions of people died during the great pandemic. Did you lose a lot of friends? We're gonna be old and all crazy and be like, not even one. No, not even one. But Grandpa, it says that everybody caught it. Did you catch it? Like 2 or 3 times. Did you go to work? Yeah, the last time for sure. But Grandpa, it says in my history book that the whole world suffered, that millions of people starved around the world. Did you starve? And we're gonna be like, starved? No, I got fatter somehow. I don't know. Starved? They fucking teach you about Uber Eats in that book or some shit? Dude, and we're gonna be old and senile and we're not gonna remember how it all ended. Because it all just kind of ended, didn't it? Just one day all of our fucking government was like, hey, next week, it's over. And all of us were like, next week? They're like, yeah, why can't we do it tomorrow? Nah. Next week, Saturday. Saturday. But we're not gonna remember it. So when we're 90, we're gonna mix together all of our fucking memories from that time, and our grandkids are gonna trip, because they're gonna come up to us, this is my favorite, because they're gonna come up to us and they're gonna be like, Grandpa, well, in my fucking history book, it says that doctors from around the world came together to create a vaccine, and that's how the global pandemic ended. Is that how it ended? We're gonna be angry and old and be like, no! What are you fucking stupid? It was the fucking truckers from Alberta! They drove across the country fucking honking and then like 2 weeks later it was over. Trudeau opened up the gates. Grandpa, who's Trudeau? I think he was the first gay prime minister. I think that's how it went, black president, gay prime minister. You guys are fucked. It's a bit that I'm working on right now, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it at Just for Laughs in a couple weeks. You guys got to see it here today. You guys got to see that. So in like Christmas time when the new Just for Laughs season comes out, and you see that joke on it, you can be like, man, I was high in a garage and I saw him do that. And whoever you're with is gonna be like, no, you didn't. You're like, no, I swear to God, man. I swear to God, I saw that guy in the garage once. No, you didn't. Yeah, I swear, we were in the middle of nowhere, British Columbia. I was high on mushrooms, acid. I've been sleeping in a tent for 2 days.
You're not in the middle of nowhere. You're outside of hope.
Yeah.
Outside
Proof of like thing. And then when you go to show him, I'm not in the video, and you're like, I swear to God. I'm like a vampire.
I'm not that stoned. You are in the video.
It's like, I'm a vampire, y'all. You can't see me.
Hey! Landlord!
Hey! It's the fucking landlord. Get up here. I want you to do some of the jokes you do. Wait, yeah.
Hey, I got the fucking talking stick now.
Okay.
Okay? Go sit down. I got a reservation, okay? And why do natives hate snow?
Why?
Because it's fucking white and it's on our lap. Hey, I'm the landlord, so make sure you pay your rent when you go out the door later.
I already paid.
Some of you guys have paid already. This guy gave me a lottery ticket
$21,000
today.
lottery.
Yeah, $21,000, eh? Welcome to the M.O.M Cup, the mail order marijuana. Someone said marijuana order of mail. I don't know, backwards, eh? But welcome to the M.O.M Cup. Stay medicated. I've been medicated since 7 this morning. So I'm trying to go on a double overtime, so just keep lighting them up. Welcome. Why do natives take the pill?
Why?
Because it's white and it works. What's BC's favorite wine? What? We want our land back. How come there's no natives in Star Trek The Next Generation? We don't plan to work in the future. Why do natives take the pill again?
Because it's white and it works.
I just checking. See why did they send a man to the moon? They thought the natives was in that land too. Okay, there's Jack, right? And there's Jim, and there's John. They sound familiar, don't they? Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Johnny Walker. Or Jack the bartender, Jim the native, and John, he was the gay guy. All right? And Jack buys her one around, Jim, and John says, hey, Jim, you want a blowjob? And Jim punched him out. Jack says, why'd you hit him? He said something about his job. So remember, on Indigenous Day, you hug an Indian, you don't mug them. I am the landlord. I love marijuana very, very much. I've been smoking it 46 years.
Yeah!
46 years. I just had heart surgery. But I thank a good dear friend, Neil, because he's given me some CBD.
Right on.
He's a good man. And John, I love you too. You look good shape. And Talia,
Not bad for a white man, eh?
Talia,
Oh, yeah.
Bert, and Guppy are with us right here tonight.
Yeah.
I'm sure it feels it. I love you all. I might have met some tonight for the first time. I'm pretty high. Hey, you know how a drunk gets drunk, he spills all his guts? Well, I get high, I spill right, and you're my family.
We love you, buddy.
I love you all, and make sure you still pay your rent. There's no getting out of it.
All right.
I paid,
Yeah.
I paid my $21,000.
All right, we're up here,
You
right?
sit right there. Sit right there.
Yeah, you can say it.
That's my chair. It's Johnny's chair.
There you go.
What do you got to follow that up with?
You can't follow that, you know.
I can. I can.
I can.
Hey, what is this, a fucking Disney movie or some shit like that? They're like, nobody can follow that. The one dude is like, yeah, I can. Get up here, fuckhead. Give it up for him, everybody.
Yeah, K-Mac.
Yeah, I'm doing the thing, and Mike, you're still not funny.
You still on, buddy.
my shit's as funny as you are. And I don't get. No, you're funny. You're as funny as hamburgers with no age. But you're funny. Looking, what's her name? Landlord. I know landlord for at least 9 years now. And in those 9 years, he told me one thing. He wasn't like us. And well, me being a white retard, I'm not retard, but if I call myself one, you guys can't because they already did beat you it, so yeah. So, I'm a retard, but I'm not, but I am. So, think about that, internet. Think about that, internet. And I want to thank you to Asia. Asia. We're here to promote Asia. So, I'm not going to let you keep driving me home to roast with scooters. So, I'm going to roast you. Here. Oh, wait till I get to your house, then roast you there. So, my scooters there, but no. So, I'm thinking, Asia last night, Asia painted my penis.
Yeah.
Whip it up, bro.
No. No.
And I'm thinking here, and every person here with a girlfriend will be single. So, I am not going to do that. So,
No.
But anyway, Mike Rita, you are a funny ass guy. Get your white ass back up here.
White ass.
Give the mic.
Yeah. Give it up for J-Mac, everybody. That was the best Robert De Niro impression I ever saw in my life. Tardy De Niro. That was the best. You're the best, bro.
I know I am.
Let's give him another round of applause. One for everything he said and everything we pretend that we understood. Give it up, bro. I'm gonna get you. I'm done. No, maybe not. But we are done for the night. But before I get out of here, listen. Look, man. We didn't know how tonight was gonna go down. But we did know that one thing was for sure, that we were gonna have as much fun as we possibly could. Yo, I had a fucking blast. You guys had a good time too, or what, man? Everybody, J-Mac, always, I love you, bro. You're the best. Thank you to the baby for not heckling right till the end. What a good kid. Thank you to the light for fucking my eyes up for the rest of my life, yo. But most importantly, we wouldn't be here for real. I said all the jokes, but we all love her. Give it up for Asia Moon, everybody. My name is Mike Rita. Follow me on Instagram. And other than that, yo, make sure to Redbeard, you got anything you want to add?